What's up, my Daytona dudes? Fancy boy tossing it, tea sipping it, and whipping it. So, I don't even know how many of you guys actually know about this right here, but the tea sipper had no fucking clue. I was caught completely off guard. I got on there last night. You know, I started brewing my tea up. I was like, hell yeah, bro, we're about to go play on the new Daytona track with the Monster Energy Supercross DLC on Legends. I was getting all hyped up and shit, getting all excited, right? I got on there last night trying to look for it because supposedly Tuesdays are supposed to be the days that the Supercross tracks come out before the real life race actually happens. So I was thinking, okay, we'll get Daytona on Tuesday. I didn't see the track anywhere. Okay, we get to Wednesday. I look for it again. Like, I'm gonna go check it out, make a video on it. I didn't see it anywhere. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. There's some kind of a problem. You know, either they didn't get the track made in time or something like that. It's even worse than that. I got to digging down into the actual patch notes of this last update. They're not even going to have a Daytona in the 2024 Monster Energy Supercross DLC for MX vs. ATV Legends. They're not even going to have one. You know, just one of the most iconic Supercross tracks in the whole entire series, you know, just something that you would definitely have in a Supercross DLC, you know, official Supercross DLC, just probably one of the most important tracks that you would have in something like that. It's just non-existent in this DLC, bro. I don't know how in the hell they're like getting away with this. I don't know what the hell they're thinking with this. I mean, that's just insane, bro. But I just had to make a video on it just to let some of y'all know that might not have necessarily even known this before buying this DLC. Yeah, you know, caution, it doesn't even have a Daytona in it. So not only are you losing one of the rounds, but you're losing one of the most, you know, one of a kind, supposed to be completely different than any of the other Supercross tracks. So yeah, I don't remember seeing this anywhere. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. I don't remember seeing this anywhere on anything. I mean, it's kind of just like it was hidden, you know, tucked away in those patch notes. Like if you didn't really get to looking at it, because I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't you just assume if they're having an official Supercross DLC, they would at least have all of the Supercross tracks of that year? That's just like, I mean, call me crazy, but you would just think that, you know? So it's like if they don't plaster it all over the place, like, hey, just letting you know, there's not going to be a Daytona in this DLC pack. I just feel like a lot of people didn't even know about this. A lot of people really had no clue that this is what was going to happen here. So, yeah, when you look at the patch notes, it literally says, you know, you get the first round 1 through 7 when the DLC first came out, and then you get rounds 9 through whatever it is, like 16 or whatever. And that's what confused me, because I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? They're skipping around? Like, what's going on? And then you read a little bit more, and it says, this DLC will not contain round 8 Daytona. Oh, what the hell, MX vs. ATV? I mean, what in the absolute dog shit in hell is this, bro? Like, what? What? I just don't understand it. That'd almost be like having official Pro Motocross DLC, but it doesn't have Redbud. Or it doesn't have Southwick or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what this feels like to me right here. Just really weird. And it's interesting how they still made the price of the DLC like right at that $19.99. It's pretty apparent that they didn't cut any of the cost off of the DLC for not having, you know, the Daytona, especially with the hype that they built up with that DLC and just got everybody all excited about it, and then just to not have a Daytona, and they're not gonna have a Daytona. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like they were never even planning on having a Daytona in this DLC. Oh, you know, you spent 20 bucks and you're looking for that Daytona track and you're just not gonna find it. Sorry, bro. You know, try again next year or some shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is just so weird. I did not expect MX vs. ATV to do something like this. I just made a video talking about how good I thought those, like, tracks were in this, you know, Monster Indy Supercross DLC, and I thought it was worth it if you played Legends, and, you know, I said it, like, lived up to the hype and stuff like that. Bro, I hate to say it, but you just magically not having Daytona in that is a major red flag. That's a major deal breaker in my opinion. That's a major, like, what the hell? I mean, I just don't even understand how you can have a particular year of Supercross DLC in a video game, but then you leave out a track like Daytona. Like, it can't even be Supercross DLC without having Daytona included in it. That's a part of the Supercross series. That's the whole point. That's why you have Anaheims. That's why you have, you know, all of your other different tracks that you go to. That's what makes it an official Supercross DLC. So when you don't have Daytona, is it really an official Supercross DLC pack? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So this kind of changes everything right here. This is insane. I just can't believe it, bro. But yeah, I got to looking for the track like, oh, bro, hell yeah, dude, Daytona on Legends, I'll probably be sick. They'll have that big-ass jump scaling like they have on some of those other 24 Supercross tracks. You know, this shit'll be awesome, bro. I was so fucking ready to ride on something like that in this game. Can you imagine, like, an official Daytona on Legends? I mean, damn, bro. And then get on there to realize they were never even going to have a Daytona. I just feel like I've been duped, boys. I just feel like I've been scammed or something, you know? That is weird, bro. That is weird, bro. I just don't remember seeing that in any of the trailers. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. I don't remember seeing that in any of the post about this DLC. It wasn't apparent enough as what it should have been. That's a fact. I mean, that's just a straight up fact about it. Like, I would have known this had it been a little bit more obvious. But I mean, if you don't literally read down through the DLC, like in the actual patch notes of one of the updates, and you don't, it's like at the very bottom of it, so you can't just glance over it and figure that out, you know. I remember they posted something about saying that the real life tracks were going to come out like 4 days, you know, the future tracks were going to come out like 4 days before the real life event. You know what I'm saying? Like all the tracks that they didn't have made yet. But I didn't see anything on, oh, by the way, there's not even going to be a Daytona though. Almost like they knew that that was going to make a lot of people, you know, maybe not necessarily want to buy the DLC in that sense. I mean, this is a pretty big deal here. They could have left out just about any other track, and it wouldn't have had the same impact as leaving out a Daytona. Like I say, if it was a time crunch thing, or they just got the license last minute, or something like that, then you would lower the price of it, and you would really make sure you let everybody know that there wasn't going to be no Daytona. I mean, it was to the point where I literally posted it in my Discord of like, hey, like, when is the, you know, real life Supercross track supposed to come out for Legends? Like, I posted that just a few days ago, and not a single soul in my Discord said anything about like, hey, Spence, you know there's not going to be a Daytona. Like, hey, bro, you know there's not going to be. Normally, dudes are right on the money in my Discord as far as if it's like pretty well-known information. Typically, they're going to know that shit in my Discord. And I'm just telling you right now, nobody even knew that there wasn't going to be no Daytona. So, this couldn't have been super, you know, out there kind of knowledge. I mean, if you're really into the Legends shit, like, you probably knew about it. But if you just bought that DLC and just, you know, didn't really pay too much attention, you could have so easily glanced over the fact that there was no Daytona. Man. This is really unfortunate, bro. This really... Oh, man. This really makes me feel a weird way about this whole thing. Makes me feel a weird way about MX vs. ATV all of a sudden, because they've been keeping things straight. I mean, they've been keeping it 100, but this feels weird right here. This just feels really weird. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about it, but either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. I'll see y'all boys on that next one. Later, dudes.